This is the Candid Minicast. Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. What I'm finding to be a consistent theme with many of my podcasts and minicasts is that a lot of these subjects really piss me off because of how ridiculous and stupid they are. And I'm sure most people are probably starting to think that everything pisses me off, but that's not really true at all. I get mad at willful ignorance, foolishness, ghetto-ness, buffoonery, and people being blind, mindless lemming followers who lack common sense and critical thinking, which is a major part of the problem that I'm about to discuss in this minicast. No matter what country you choose to reside in these days, we're all living squarely in a culture that has rapidly become all about me, I, and having to show out and do a bunch of stupid crap for your little 15 minutes of going viral or gaining some temporary internet clout and recognition. The whole concept of it absolutely disgusts me to my core, because what this culture has now created is an increasing rise in the amount of pure D-bag clowns that get off on pranking innocent people out in public who are just minding their own damn business and trying to go about their daily lives in peace. Now, believe it or not, I love to laugh, joke, and have fun just as much as the next person. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But not only is there a time and a place for it, but you just don't go around pranking randoms or people you don't know. If you play any kind of sport, then pulling a funny prank on one of your teammates just to lighten the mood a bit and do some team bonding is all good in my book. Same thing with a friend or family member. But some of these pranks being pulled on random people aren't funny at all. And what's even worse is that the weak-ass degenerate people who are pulling these pranks upload the videos for the entire internet to see and make fun of the person being pranked. And even worse than that is when the one sane person in the comment section calls out the wannabe prankster/influencer. They always try to play the victim role and pretend like they're the innocent party and that the other person shouldn't have taken having their day interrupted and blasted all on social media just to get laughed at so seriously. I'll say it again. This absolutely disgusts me to my core. And attitudes like this make me want to retract my statements about those wacko Second Amendment people running around going all cowboy on others. I'm starting to feel like maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea if one of those asshole influencers got a plug put in one of them for effing with someone who was minding their own damn business. Maybe some of this prank culture BS would stop. Now, there are way too many examples I could use to demonstrate why this stupid culture angers me so much, but I'll keep it to just two of the ones that I've seen recently that really piss me off. And not that it'll really matter, explain why I have such a problem with it. The first one I'll talk about is what I guess is the phone prank, where someone pretends like they're talking to someone else on the phone, and then they'll walk by a person and say something rude or vulgar and pretend that it was meant for the person on the phone. I saw this prank a few months ago, and of course it was perpetrated by a black guy. Surprise, surprise. And as usual, you had the entire ghetto ratchet peanut gallery in the comments following along just like ignorant blacks always do. This man had set up a camera somewhere in the aisle of what looked like a Walmart. A white girl who looked to be maybe in her very early 20s was standing in the aisle shopping around and minding her own damn business. She was very skinny, had green or purple colored hair. I don't remember the color. She was wearing some yoga pants with a long t-shirt on, and she had kind of a geeky, slightly alternative look to her. Anyway, As I said, she was minding her own damn business when around the corner comes this black guy who walks behind the white girl and pretends like he's on the probably stolen phone and loudly says, "Dang, she's looking thick right there. I'm gonna have to get that number." The white girl turns around kind of shocked and asks him, "What did you say?" The chicken eater then says, "Huh?" And the white girl asks him again, "What did you say?" The chicken eater then responds again with another, "Huh?" To which the white girl asks a third time, but a bit more loudly, "What did you say?" And the black guy responds, "Oh, I was talking to the person on the phone." The white girl clearly looks like the quiet type who may even have anxiety issues, so she looks flustered and probably a bit embarrassed at this point. And she just very quickly and nervously says, "Leave me alone. You're not my type. I'm not interested," and gets the hell out there as fast as she can. Now, while I do understand that this could very possibly have all been staged because that does happen, it sure didn't look like it to me. Obviously, my biggest issue with this prank is that the greasy-handed purple Kool-Aid lover seemed to be causing more anxiety in the life of someone who appeared to have enough of it already. And yet he still felt like it was okay to post this video online. And what made me even more mad is all of the disgusting lemming Negroes in the comment section who were, of course, on his side. I saw comments like, "That white girl had a flat ass. She should have known he wasn't talking to her. White women always think black men want them. Don't nobody want to play in the snow like that. And she should have seen the camera there. She was just looking for a problem." I mean, these responses absolutely blew my mind. The fact that this was clearly a prank to be put on social media to make fun of this girl, yet people were blaming the damn victim, is just crazy to me. I still don't have words for it. These kinds of reactions are exactly why I continue to say that our society is going backwards. The other prank that I wanted to talk about, I literally just saw a few days ago, and it actually has me defending a damn community I don't even agree with, and going against a community I actually support. But I will always stand on my morals that right is right and wrong is wrong, period. And I'll never compromise that for anyone or anything. Anyway, some goofy, probably fatherless white guy, and by the way, thanks for covering for us blacks while we're out doing something else stupid, walked into a commercial gym and literally, and yes, I do mean literally, set up a damn grill in front of the row of weights and started cooking himself some food. Yes, this was a real grill, and yes, he actually set it up randomly in the gym and just started cooking. And of course, he had to have his camera set up so that he could get people's reactions to post on social media and get some clout and attention off of it, because that's what these idiot clowns do. Obviously, a gym staff member came over to him immediately and told him that he needed to shut that ish down ASAP and leave the gym. Now, this female gym staff member did have a very manly / butch look with short hair and a lot of tattoos. So she probably was part of the LGBTQ++ *** community. More on that in a minute. Anyway, the man with the grill kept trying to play dumb and act like he didn't know it was an issue, ask her if she wanted some food, etc., etc. Let's keep the prank going as long as we possibly can. Until I guess she eventually got this dillweed to finally leave before she called the cops on him. Again, what the hell is funny here? What's the prank? You're smoking up the gym, probably splattering grease everywhere and making it an unsafe environment for people to train in. And why? For what? Just to post on social media for some cheap laughs? Seriously, how mentally handicapped do you have to be to even come up with this BS and then actually go through with it? And just like the first video I referenced, the comment section was filled with nothing but victim blaming by a bunch of weak-minded conservatives that I have zero respect for. Why, you ask? Because almost all the comments were centered around the female gym staff member being a, quote, butch. People claiming that she thought she was tough because she looked like a man, and other weaklings just generally slamming her tattoos and overall appearance. Again, as with the other video, this behavior absolutely disgusts me. This female gym staff member was literally being attacked in the comments for doing her damn job. She did exactly what she was supposed to do for the safety of the gym members and because of liability reasons for the gym. As a conservative man, I don't necessarily agree with her life choices, but that doesn't mean that she can't ever be right about something and that I have to treat her like the enemy no matter what, just because we're on two different ends of the life and most likely political spectrums. How would you wussy ass men feel if this was your daughter just trying to work her damn job and some jackwad like this showed up and made a video like this, making her look like she was the bad guy / girl? Nobody ever thinks about that because people can't think critically. All they see is a member of that community that they, I said they, not me, hate. So let's just spew venom at her, even though she was clearly in the right here. This is a prime example of why I say that I never follow parties, people, or movements, because this is how you end up, and that's extremely dangerous to me. I will always choose my morals above all else. So again, even though I don't agree with this woman's life choices, she was clearly in the right here. And I'm mad that that dumbass bedwetter with the grill didn't catch a left hook to his weak ass jaw, so he wouldn't have even been able to enjoy the fruits of his stupid ass cooking prank, because he'd be on an all soup diet for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I know. Violence isn't always the answer, and that's something I'm actually going to talk about at a later date. But in these kinds of situations where people are clearly being assholes at someone else's expense, I'm sorry, but I have zero sympathy if some prankster gets knocked clear the hell out, because immediate punishment is usually the kind that works best. Calling the police and asking the guy to leave puts way less fear in a prankster's heart than the threat of someone physically handling the situation themselves right then and there. The bottom line to all this is that the rise in prank culture is not funny at all, and y'all need to learn how to leave people the hell alone. As I said, I'm all for a good laugh with people that you know and have some kind of established relationship with. But messing with some random who's minding their own business just so that you can get internet famous, build your brand, or get content is weak as hell. You have no idea what that person could be going through or experiencing at that time. And along comes some dumbass prankster effing with that person and making things even worse. And sure, there are some people who may laugh certain things off and find them funny. But most people going about their daily lives don't walk out the house thinking, I'm going to be in somebody's TikTok today. Learn how to leave people the hell alone and let others go about their damn business, because I'm warning all you internet pranksters that you're playing with fire. Now more than ever, people are putting corks in other people for the most idiotic, ridiculous, and minor reasons. So you never know if your next prank will turn out to be your last, and you end up gaining internet fame for all the wrong reasons. As always, if you're listening in on YouTube, I appreciate a like, a subscribe, or you leaving a comment. I'm continuing to try to bring you great content, and I hope that you enjoy the kind of podcast that I'm bringing to you. Thanks for listening in. I will catch you on the next one.